Hi guys, it's Bernie here, hooking and stitching. Today is Tuesday the 2nd of August and I'm here for my monthly stitching update. Just want to say thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I had some new subscribers recently. I'm so grateful that you've decided to join us and to keep track of my progress. To explain, this is a channel primarily about cross stitching. I do show some crochet. I'm a crocheter. I crochet under the name Little Grey Hook, and sometimes I do some diamond painting as well. And fun enough, this episode I've got all three to show you because I've done stitching, diamond painting and some crochet. I've also got a giveaway for you all at the end of the video, so stay tuned. I finished a paper chart, so I'm going to pass the chart forward, which is what I like to do. I don't tend to sell my charts on, it's much nicer to give them away. And I've got a bit of haul, I've got a finish, as I've said. I haven't got any new starts, been very good, but I've got some exciting news about one of my projects, which if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram you probably already know about. And yeah, so we'll crack on and get on with this. I've got a bit of a life update as well, but I shall do that at the end because I know not everybody particularly likes to hear about. You're only here for the stitching, that's what I mean to say. You're only here for the stitching. So just say it's really humid here in the UK today. It's actually not that hot. I mean, what we're saying, it says it's 24 degrees at the moment, which is nice, but it keeps raining and it's very windy as well, but it's just making it so humid. And I'm finding that if I do anything more than sit, I'm starting to sweat. I mean, I cleaned the house this morning and I did the vacuuming and did the cat's litter trays and put laundry on and all that sort of thing, and I was just, oh, I'm so hot. So I've got windows open, so if you do hear a bit of wind noise, there is a window just there that I've got open. There's light on the side of my face. It is open just to allow a bit of breeze, but it is windy out there, so it's quite noisy. But it's really hot and humid here, but to be fair, it's nothing like it was a few weeks ago. Again, if you've seen other UK Flosstubers, you'll know we had a massive heat wave. Well, it was nothing we've ever seen before because it broke the records. We've never ever had it that hot. It did top over 40 degrees here in the UK, which is totally unheard of, and we're not cut out for it. The only place we generally have air conditioning is in modern cars, which luckily I do have one of. My husband's car, the air conditioning doesn't work, but luckily my car's quite new and it does, and that was the only respite from the heat. So in the house I had to have all the windows shut, all the curtains and the blinds closed, and a fan going constantly in as many rooms as I've got fans for. And it was like opening the front door was like opening the oven door. It was just, you got hit with this blast of hot air the second you opened the door. I did send my children to school. The school was open. They gave us the choice, but they did do lots of activities to keep the kids cool. So I did make the decision to send them in, and the worst part of the day was going out to fetch them and getting in the car and willing the air conditioning to kick in because the car was just so hot. And luckily, sort of by the time we picked the second child up, the car was feeling a bit cooler, and none of us wanted to even get out of the car. We just sort of sat outside the house with it running, not wanting to make that mad dash to the house, because even in the house it wasn't particularly cool. So it only lasted 2 days, but it was a big deal here in the UK. It really was. And I'm told that we are due another heat wave next week, but it's not going to be to the same magnitude. I think we're talking sort of 28-30 degrees, which is perfectly manageable. We can deal with that. It's 40 that we can't deal with. But anyway, you're here for the stitching, so let's get on with the whips. Now then, I've got some exciting news. I'm going to show you it first and then explain the news and the excitement behind it. So first project is one I usually show, and it's my huge heaven and earth designs on my massive frame. And I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it, and here it is now. So can you see that I only have, let's see if I can support this with one hand, I only have this left to do. That's it. just along there and up. I did move the frame because I was finding I was struggling to stitch these bottom stitches. So I moved the frame up a bit, and I did take some photos and put them on Facebook and stuff. There are exactly 4,000 stitches left to do in this. That's it. 4,000 out of 116,800, and I know that figure so well because I've been stitching on this for 4 years, and I only have 4,000 stitches left to do in that bottom corner. I'm going to finish this month. This is going to be finished this month. I wanted to finish it by October. I gave myself a deadline of the end of the year, and I'm going to finish it in August, 2 months early. Or, yeah, no, 2 months early. I was going to say a month early, but no, it would have been the end of October. So by the end of August, this will be finished. Now, for you guys, I'm going to do a... Can you see my face? I'm going to do a YouTube live of the last 100 stitches. Sorry, I'm aware I'm covering up my mouth. I don't know if anybody who watches this channel like lip reads or anything, because you can't see my mouth. Yeah, YouTube live for the last 100 stitches. I will announce it on Facebook, on the various, I'm going to put it down, on the various stitchy groups, and on my Instagram. I shall put it on there, and I think you can put some sort of advanced warning thing on YouTube. I've never done a YouTube live, so it's all new to me, so you have to bear with me, but I'm sure a few days beforehand. So I will make a plan of a date and a time, save that last 100 stitches, and then you can stitch the last 100 stitches with me, or you can simply watch along, whatever you want to do, but you can watch me finish it. That's the plan. I put it out there a few weeks ago. Would anybody be interested? And people have said yes, they would love to see me stitch the last 100 stitches. And I think I might burst into tears because it's just, oh, it's just spectacular, isn't it? Just that finishing your first, this is my first ever Haid, first one I ever bought. It's, I don't even know if I've said, My Darling by Irena Garmashova, Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm doing this is 18 count, 2/1, and it's the easy count fabric. So yeah, it'll be at that very bottom corner that I do last. Where is it? That one? That one? And there's only about 3 colours in it, so it's not going to be complicated. And I'm not going to be breaking any rules by showing the chart or anything like that, because it's literally 100 stitches in a square box. I'm going to finish it. So I'm so excited. I had to stop because, I mean, what am I on now? Where's my notepad? I'm on 96,000. No, what am I on about? 96.58% complete. 112,800 stitches out of 116,800 stitches. That's why I know there's exactly 4,000 stitches to go. And I had to stop myself because this was on like 91% last time you guys saw it. So I've done loads. I just can't put it down. You know, the closer I get to the end, the more I want to stitch on it. So I actually had to force myself to physically stop, put it away, and work on some other stuff. Otherwise, I had nothing else to show you this Flosstube, and I've just been like, this is it. I worked on this, finished it. So yeah, as soon as I finished filming this video, as soon as I start editing and uploading, this is going on the Lowry to crack on. And yeah, hopefully in a couple of weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks or so, I'll put the announcement out that of when I'm going to do my last 100 stitches. I'm assuming either a Friday evening might work best, or a Sunday evening maybe. I'm trying to think when would be best for you guys, and when would be convenient for me. I can't do during the day, and I don't think that'd be particularly convenient anyway. But let me know in the comments down below what sort of time day suits you guys best, and then I'll have to like go on the average. I'm not going to be able to please everybody, but if you would like to watch what time and day sort of suits you best, because yeah, I'm thinking either a Friday night or a Sunday night, but let me know. And then I'll have to work out how I set up my phone so that I can film it and I can still see what I'm doing, and how I can flip my frame in order to end my threads and things like that. I might like leave them dangling and then sew them all in at the end or something, rather than keep flipping the frame. We'll see. But yeah, nearly done. Can you tell how excited I am? And I've got more news for what's after this. Anyway, right, let's show you what else we've been working on. Let's put that at the back there. Hi, sorry about the interruption. The eagle-eyed among you will see that I'm completely different now. I'm in different clothes, my hair and makeup is different. That's because it's a different day. It's now Thursday the 4th of August. I had some major issues with my phone on Tuesday. It kept cutting out, I kept trying to film. It kept telling me there wasn't enough storage. I upgraded my storage, it made a difference. I ended up deleting loads of stuff. I needed to do an update on it, and in the end it just got to the point where it was just too late to try and carry on filming, and I was really frustrated. So I thought, leave it. I'm off today being Thursday, I can try again. So I've left in that first section that you saw with my darling, because I don't know if I could recreate the excitement again. So I'm just going to carry on from here, and hopefully this will all be okay when I edit it. So let's crack on with the whips. So next one I've got to show you is this one, called Alice in the Wonderland, and it's by Maria, Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy. Some of you will have seen this on Michelle Bendy Stitches vlog. She stitched this and it's all done, and occasionally it appears behind her. And when I first saw it on her channel, I thought, oh, I really like that. So I bought it because it's a PDF pattern, easy to download. Ignore the colours in this. This was when the print was sort of running out of toner, and it sort of saves as much as it can. It's much brighter than this. So I'll put in a picture of, oh, I do apologise, I'm wobbling you. I'll put in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So I'm very pleased with the progress I've made on it. You can see I've done the top of the watch there and started circling it round. I've done a bit of the cream stuff under Alice's hair there. And yeah, it's just coming on nice and steady. This is gorgeous hand-dyed fabric from Sparkly's. It's a 32 count to hand-dyed, so it's teeny tiny when you stitch on it, so I think it works a bit more like a 36 count because it's been hand dyed. It's an absolutely stunning coloured fabric. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, working along nicely. This one is now at 37.5%. So coming up towards that halfway point on this one. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. What I'm not looking forward to on this one though is the back stitch. It's got so much back stitch. My little girl saw me stitching on it. She's like, Mummy, she hasn't got a face yet. And I'm like, I'm not doing it yet. I need to, I'm more of a back stitch at the end sort of person. So, oh, excuse me. So yeah, I'm kind of leaving that at the moment. Let's fold this a bit better. I ought to tell you what the fabric is actually called, didn't I? I think I've got the cut. I have, yes. So yeah, it's by Sparkly's. It's called Moonlighting, and it's 32 count even weave, 18 by 27 inches, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I did originally buy this fabric for my Baby Yoda piece, but I decided on the fabric flare fabric for that one instead. But yeah, a little close up of the stitches. Pretty. So that is that one. Coming along nicely. I'm going to chuck everything down at the side and I'll clean up later because there's not loads and loads. So next one of my full coverages. This is Mini Mermaid at Sunset by Elena Lazareva. I think that's how you pronounce that. I've had this one a little while now and I'm steadily plugging away on it. Chartered by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching this one on 25 count Easy Guide fabric, 1/1 full cross, and I must admit that is now my favourite way of stitching these. Let me just fold this so you can see it. So, oh, here's where we are now. So I've worked a bit more on the background, I've also worked a bit in her tail, and this is now at 50.68%, so I've reached the halfway point, yay! I think the goal for this one is 66% by the end of the year, so 2/3. Whether I'll get there or not is another question. But it's now got over 40,000 stitches in it, which is pretty. You can see it goes a little bit further down there. Yeah, not much else to say about it. I just love the colours in this one, because it's obviously, you know, it's called Mermaid at Sunset. The sunset colours in the sky are just beautiful. There's oranges and yellows and the pinks through to purples at the top. It's just stunning. Yeah, really pleased with that one. Chuck these to one side. So what have I got next? Aha, yes. So this is one I started last time I saw you. And this is Summer Blooms by Little Dove Designs. This is part of their they've got seasonal pieces. These were all released in Cross Stitcher magazine a few years ago. I started out, I did the autumn one first, and then I've been working on the spring one. That one's not far off finished. The autumn one is finished, it's framed, and it comes out at autumn. Spring one is a good 3/4 through now. I ought to smash out the finish on that one really. It being summer at the moment, I decided I wanted to start this one last time, so this is the one I'm working on at the moment. So I will put in a picture of what it looked like the last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So I've worked on, I've worked on the border, and I've finished that house and the sun, which is nice. It's just such fun, colourful, happy colours. You know, it's these beautiful pinks and blues and yellows and greens, and I mentioned last time I brought this out that I'm using a variegated for the basically the border stitches, the green border stitches. You can see some variegation in that top row. That is number 92 by DMC. So you can see I am having to sort of what do they call it, where you cut it, fussy cut. That's it, because sometimes, I mean, the difference between the dark green and the light green is really stark on that one. So just to make sure it sort of flows a bit, I don't want any shocks when I'm adding new thread. So I have been sort of, yeah, being careful with how I cut my thread. Sort of see it in those daisies there. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. This one is at 24.4%, which is shocking really. It's a quarter of the way through already, in just 2 sessions, if you like, because yeah, I started it when I videoed last time. I'd showed you my start, and then I've worked on it for a couple of days, and this is where I'm at now, and yeah, we're at 24% already. But I think it's because there's so much in that house. It's there's quite a bit of stitching. It doesn't look it, but there really is quite a lot of stitches in there. There's a good 500 in there, I think, if not more. But yeah, really happy with this, how this is coming in. This is on a 28 count light blue Lugana. I started the first, my sweet spot's 32 count, but I started the the autumn one in on 28 count because that's what I was used to. So then I want to do them all in 28 count so that they're all sort of in the same sized frame. So yeah, that one's on a nice light blue. I think the spring one is on cream. The autumn one's on a sagey green, which is nice. This one's on blue, and then the winter one, I've actually got a piece of fabric flare in like a cloudy grey colour, which I think will work perfect for the winter one. And I am actually thinking about starting that one fairly soon because I like it, and then I'll have them all on the go, won't I? And it'll just be a case of getting them finished. But I really ought to try and smash out the spring one and get that one done so it's framed and ready to hang spring next year. But yeah, those are beautiful charts by Little Dove Designs. I got this off of her Etsy shop as an instant download. I did actually have the magazine copy of this, but I prefer working off a PDF chart. I don't know about anybody else, I just find it so much easier. This did convert into Pattern Keeper, so I'm able to just mark off the stitches as they're done. It just makes it so much easier. Love Pattern Keeper. If you don't know what Pattern Keeper is, it's a fantastic app, but it's only available on Android. my husband bought me we're iPhone users, iPhone, Apple, Mac, we're all, we're an Apple family here. Don't have anything Android, but my husband went out and bought me an Android tablet specifically for Pattern Keeper, and it was the best purchase he could have made me. It was just, yeah, I wouldn't be without my Android tablet for Pattern Keeper. It's a game changer, especially on Heaven and Earth designs. But it's lovely when you find a regular pattern that will work in Pattern Keeper. It just makes it so much easier. So I always try. Incidentally, Alice in the Wonderland is also on Pattern Keeper, but that one was a bit interesting putting it in because it's got loads of blends. But I have actually managed to put it into Pattern Keeper and assign the colours even for the blends. So yeah, that worked really well. Right, next, let's show you this one. Now, I don't think I've showed this project bag. I bought this project bag at Retreat back in March. Here it is. Well, like I say, I paid for it there, but I ordered it because we had Ladybird. Ladybird, handmade with love by Ladybird. This is her card. She was actually one of the vendors at Retreat, and she had a bag pretty similar to this for sale. And then I saw somebody buy it. I was like, ah, okay, fair enough, because it's a cat bag. You can't actually tell from there, can you? Let me just take the stuff out and then you'll be able to see. So there it is. So vinyl front, but it's a cat bag with plants, and I just thought that was absolutely lovely. And so I ordered it while I was at the retreat, and she sent it to me. And I said, I don't think I've showed it to you guys. This is sort of, this is my only project bag that I've actually bought. All the rest of them, I think, all my other project bags are made. So yeah, this is actually a bought project bag. It's got the lovely zipper pull tassel, and yeah, I really love it. And it also, I had it made with the Notions pouch, which I store, because this particular project that's in here at the moment, look at that, that's it, even the most beautiful details, look. That zipper pulls, got, yeah, beautiful beads on it. But yeah, this particular project is all hand-dyed, or over-dyed, sorry. So yeah, I've got all my weeks and classic colourworks and all that sort of thing in this particular little Notions pouch, which is great, keeps them all safe. So this project is Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I had this for Christmas and started it not long after Christmas, I don't think, once I've got the fabric and all the threads. Although I've since realised I'm still missing some of the floss from this one. It's and I've got floss that isn't listed, which I really don't understand, because my mum ordered me this chart and she just added all the floss to her cart as well. And yeah, they seem to have substituted some of them and not given me all the others. And then the other day I put an order into Lakeside and I ordered 2 of the weeks for it, and then I've realised I've ordered 2 that I've already got. I was convinced I hadn't got them, I didn't check. My own silly fault. Anyway, you want to see what it looks like. So I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And oh, sorry, I'm using the pattern to hold it on. So there it is now. So I worked on the house because the house is huge. And yeah, carried on down those windows and everything. I think I added in that second bird as well, didn't I? That female cardinal. I don't think she was there last time you guys saw it. And I got a new needle binder as well. How cute. It's Pusheen and he's stitching. Can you see? How cute is that needle binder? I got it off eBay. I love Pusheen. He's just super cute. And yeah, him doing cross stitching, I couldn't resist. So that's that one. There isn't an awful lot of additional space on this fabric. I am pushing it with short margins because I've got the border here. There's not much left. But this fabric is 32 count linen in stone by Eva Faith. Let's see if I can show you. Oops, dropping it. So that's the fabric. Yeah, see, it's such a pretty hand-dyed. And it was just the sort of colour I wanted. I didn't want to go with sort of a neutral in the sense of a beige. I wanted a grey because it's Winter Rose Manor, it's wintry. So yeah, I thought that would work really nicely. Right, we're getting there. Just, excuse me, oh, put those away. Okay, 2 more to show you. So my daughter was thrilled because I've been working on this one. So this is Mini Unicorn Spring by David Penfold. It's Found, I'm sure it's Penfound. I get this every single time I mess that up because I can't remember what his name is, and I haven't got the cover photo here with me. But this one is now at 38.88%. So we're approaching that halfway point, but I don't think I'm going to hit halfway by the end of the year, as was my goal. Sorry. But it's just so confetti heavy. This is 28 count, easy count, and I'm doing this 2/1 tent stitch, which actually works really well with this high confetti project, because it doesn't warp the fabric. I'm not stitching blocks of colour all going one way, because it's darting around all over. Let me show you the back. Look at that. It's so thick, because there's just so many different colours in there. But you can see I worked on the body of the unicorn, done a bit more of the background. It's a process. It's an enjoyable process, but yeah, this isn't going to be half finished by the end of this year. Not with my goals for getting my darling finished, definitely not. But yeah, I'm happy with it's plugging along, but I have to be in the mood to stitch on this one because it's so confetti heavy. I'm constantly changing colour. Even with Pattern Keeper, you're just darting around all over the place because, yeah, confetti. It's great if I've been stitching something where there's not much confetti and it's boring colours and it's monotonous, and then I come to this one and it's like, ooh, pink, purple, green, blue. You know, it's quite nice in that sense. But yeah, it's coming along. My daughter's pleased. She likes the fact that you can see the unicorn's head and you can start to see his body appearing. But this is going to take some time. It's just the way it is. But yeah, it's a journey. It's a process, right? So last but not least, I have finished. Yay! I don't know what made me even bring this chart out. I just fancied working on it. I got no plans to, but other than my yearly goals were to finish this one this year, so I have achieved that goal. But this is the chart I'm talking about. High Hopes by Just Nan. This was originally my unicorn chart. And what's meant by a unicorn chart is a chart that you desperately want to stitch, but it's hard to get hold of. It might be sort of rare or out of print. When I first decided I wanted to stitch this, it was actually after Sarah, the Stitching Mummy, started it on her channel a few years ago, and I thought, oh, I really like that. That's really pretty. Nothing like anything I'd stitched before at this point. So I went on the hunt for it and found that it wasn't readily available in the UK. Now it is now. Whether it was a few years ago and I just didn't find it, I'm not sure, but I know it's currently on Create Nostalgia's website, so it is available there. But what I like to do if there's something I particularly want is I set up an eBay search. I've mentioned this before, I do believe, but you type in the words of the chart. So for this one I put Just Nan High Hopes, so it's quite specific, and you put it into your eBay search, and then you it just notifies you if anybody lists something with those keywords. And I don't think it took ever so long, maybe just a couple of months, if that, and I got a notification to say somebody had listed it, and I went on, you know, and it was this chart, so that was absolutely brilliant. And so straight away I put in, you know, the bid I was prepared to pay for it, and I won, which was great. So you can get your unicorn charts. It does happen. But anyway, I started this one, I want to say a couple of years ago, I'm not entirely sure. And I put in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. But, just a second. Ta-da-da-da! It's finished! So here it is. I've stitched this one on 32 count mushroom Lugana. Not Lugana, Murano. And you'll see I've changed the cat at the bottom. I always said I was going to change the cat, and I've made it Darcy, my ragdoll Darcy. When you look at Darcy from the back, she is a white creamy beigey body with a dark grey tail and dark grey ears. So it's quite easy to convert the chart to look like her. Although I did stitch it in some different colours to start with and I wasn't happy with it, so I picked it out and redid it with these colours. But yeah, all the back stitching's in there, it's all finished, and it's got the bird bath charm. Can you see that? And that came with the chart originally. So yeah, really, really chuffed with how that's come, and I need to find a nice square frame for it and put it up somewhere in this room, I think in my bedroom, which would be nice because it's just so pretty. So because it's a paper chart and I've finished it, I'm going to pay it forwards and I'm going to give this chart away. So if you like the look of this chart and you would like to stitch it, I want you to make a comment below, and in your comment I want you to use the word grow. I was going to use the word hope, but I think hope's a bit too generic. But if you look, the writing in it says high hopes grow here. So use the word grow in your comment. Please do not say giveaway, prize, freebie, any of those keywords that the scammers are looking out for picking up free stuff. I want it to go to a stitcher who will enjoy stitching it. It is just a paper chart, and there is a couple of paper copies in there of the chart, as well as the actual chart there. So it's in good condition. The only thing it's not got is the charm. I will say I did have a quick look on Etsy, and you can pick up charms that are very similar to the charm that usually comes with it, but whether you can buy the charm separately, I'm not sure. But I will post this anywhere in the world. You don't have to be in the UK, you can be anywhere, America, Canada, Australia, I don't mind, I will post it anywhere. Just use the word grow in your comment, and then in my next video in the end of August, beginning of September, I will draw a winner. Okay, so good luck. So moving on, I have a little bit of crochet to show you. I'm going to show you my diamond painting now. So where's it gone? Here we are. So this is my Robin's diamond painting. I'll pop a picture in here of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. I'm now almost halfway, just shy of halfway along, I do believe. So this side's done, this side isn't. This is a diamond painting that I bought for my mum for Christmas a couple of years ago because I thought she might enjoy doing it. And eventually she gave it me back. She says it's not something she was going to do, but could I do it for her and then give her the finished piece back? So I said yes, and there wasn't enough time to do it for Christmas last year, but really I need to give it to her this Christmas. So I saw it sat there the other day and thought, oh, I better do some work on that, otherwise it's not going to be ready for Christmas. So I sat down, and this is actually only 2 evenings work. I got quite a lot done. There's not loads of colours, as you can see. This is the colour list. There's not loads, and it goes quite quickly when you're working away on it. And I must admit, it does keep me really occupied. Before I know it, several hours have passed. It's not like cross stitching. Cross stitching I can quite easily put down and look at my phone or get a snack, but not this one. For some reason I just sit and work. But I need to trim the plastic bit here and sort it out. But yeah, it's coming along, and it's so much fun to do as well. I do enjoy diamond painting. I don't know, I struggle with the motivation to get it out and work on it, because I need to be sat at, sometimes I sit here at the desk in the bedroom, or I sit at the table in the kitchen to do it. I can't sit in the living room watching telly with my husband while I'm doing it, because I just haven't got anything to put it on and have all the stuff around me. It's just logistically not really an option. So yeah, I have to be motivated to go and sit in another room to work on this. But once I sit and do it, I do really enjoy it. So I mentioned I've done a bit of crochet. I've only got one project here to show you. I do have another project I'll show you some pictures of because it's gone off to its new home. So this is a blanket I've been working on for a little while. I'm now putting the border on it. So, oh, it's a baby blanket and it's V-stitch. I don't know if you can see that. And yeah, I'm working on the border now to finish it off. Just a simple striped pastel coloured blanket in DK yarn, double knit yarn. And yeah, just see I've started to put another layer on the border there. So quite happy with that. That one will be in my Etsy shop when it's finished. It's currently living in my pretty little knitting project bag, Nostalgia Knits. I got off Etsy. I had it for a birthday present a few years ago. So tiny little bit of haul. I've showed you my needle minder that I bought off of eBay, and I've also got this. Right, who knows what this is for. So I've got a nice big piece here of 25 count, and this isn't the full size of it yet. Yeah, I can't even see me. Can you still see me? 1 metre by 70. So there's my 1 metre, there's my 70. Ready to start my next Heaven and Earth design. So yeah, I promised myself I wouldn't start another Haid until I finished my darling. And because my darling is nearly finished, I bought the fabric. And the fabric is for Time of Butterflies. I'll see if I can pop a picture here of what that looks like because I've left the cover of the chart downstairs. But Time of Butterflies is by Raina Garmashova. It's another ragdoll. It's the same cat actually who's in my darling. It's Mocha, if that's how you say it right. Sorry Raina if I'm saying that wrong. Her beautiful seal point ragdoll, and he features in a lot of her art, bless him, and I absolutely adore it. So that is going to be my next Heaven and Earth design to start. So, all being well I suppose, by the next time apart from my live, the next time I see you I may have started this. Because the plan is once I finish my darling I can start doing this one. Because it's going to go on the quantum frame. Yeah, it is a quantum frame. I wondered if I got the name of the frame wrong, but no it is, it's a quantum frame. So yeah, that's exciting, starting my next Heaven and Earth designs. I can't wait. So there isn't much else to tell you. I mentioned that I've got a bit of a life update. I'm back in the saddle. So those of you who watch me regularly know I had a couple of accidents, April, May. I was dropped on my head in April, and then a couple of weeks later I came off my horse Jack and twisted my ankle quite badly, which wasn't nice. I was limping for quite a while. I was on crutches for a bit. My physio said I'd sprained it really badly, that I'd have been better off breaking it. And I've sort of been rehabbing it, doing exercises, and eventually I got back on board. Started out just in walk, no stirrups because I couldn't put weight in my heel, in my stirrup. And I've progressed up, been able to keep the weight in my stirrups, and then started to do a little bit of trot. And I progressed to the point where I was cantering again, which was absolutely brilliant because it was cantering that when he spooked, bucked, shot sideways and sent me flying. But I've been cantering you, absolutely brilliant, thrilled to bits because I nearly didn't get back on. I've injured myself again. I've twisted the same ankle again. Horse related, but I wasn't riding. My little girl who, you know, rides with me, she's joined the pony club. Fantastic organisation, really pleased for her. She was able to borrow someone's pony and she did pony club camp. And I was there one afternoon when they were having a flatwork lesson, and we were getting the kids, even though they were all on the lead rein, because this little pony she borrowed was really strong. It's only a Shetland, but God, he got some muscle behind him. And we were running alongside them while the kids were cantering on the lead rein. So I'm running along in this field as fast as my little legs would let me run, and the ground was quite rutty. and my foot just went over on itself and completely twisted that ankle again. Said a few swear words under my breath while the other mums helped me out, I didn't actually fall over, strangely enough. I managed to stay upright, but yeah, I've proper twisted it again and it really hurt it. So that night I had to sit with it raised, iced, painkillers, put a load of K-tape on it, strapped it up. Luckily it seems to be bouncing back quite well. I can walk again, no problem. But I'm going to try and ride again this evening, just pop on for 10 minutes and see how the land lies with my ankle, whether it'll allow me to put weight on it again. We'll see. Yeah, it just feels like the universe is telling me to stop riding horses. Because you're too old and you're injured, and yeah, if you won't listen, I'm going to injure you again. So yeah, that's my life update at the moment. I got back on, but now I'm hurt again. Right, so with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. I've got things to be doing. So I will be back to film another update, hopefully in about a month, about 4 weeks' time. And in the meantime, I shall hopefully be filming my YouTube live of me finishing my darling. So watch out for that. I will advertise it everywhere I can to let you know it's happening and give some advanced warning. But as I said at the beginning of this video when I was wearing different clothes, please put in the comments what sort of daytime suits you best, just so I can get an idea of the general consensus and then sort of plan it for when it suits the most people. Right, I'm going to get on with editing this video, so I shall speak to you soon, guys. Take care, stay safe, and happy stitching. Bye bye.